LOL.
I hate being high. Why I keep hearing footsteps? Are you walking? Oh crap! Look, I know for a fact that if I ever did anything of the sort, this would be me. And I don't like that. I don't like that theory. I don't like that concept. In fact, I would say I dislike firmly. Down Thumberid. I have so many stories about people in my life like this that I cannot tell because we are in the first 30 seconds of a Kalbus video. So instead, I'm just gonna do the intro. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo and today we are looking at r/Tumblr, a subreddit dedicated to the funny little blogging website that just won't die no matter how many knives I drive into it. Things about everything because Tumblr has no general focus. So let's just get right into it. That guy. Historical footage of the last T-Rex serving his country in World War I. But isn't that a Jeep? And the T-Rex is holding a Browning M2, which wasn't used until 1933. So I think this footage is actually of World War II. Ah, thank God we have historians. Like, that's really the most important thing to me, is making sure that we have accurate photos of T-Rexes serving their countries in World War II. This is a beautiful sacrifice that this dinosaur made for his country, and I think that it's just beautiful. It is just beautiful that he decided he no longer wanted to be a bad dinosaur, and instead took up rank and file against the Axis. That is just... it's beautiful. It's heartwarming. True story!
I am what they call a conflict escalator, a trained specialist in escalating even the most minor of disagreements to the brink of all-out violence. http www.cia.gov! Yeah. No, this is real. This is exceedingly real. The CIA is not a force for good. I think this is just a universally accepted truth. I don't want to go into more. I don't want to go into more detail. But y'all know. Y'all know. Bird observations. Junior vet. Why do you like bird appointments so much? Me? They're cute, and I like to see what swears they know. Walks into the examination room to see a very fluffy little Quaker parrot and his owner. Hi, I'm Bambi. I'll be assisting the vet for your appointment, and we have a new junior vet on staff today who will be observing titties! Oh, thank you for noticing! Oh my god. My dad used to own a parrot apparently, and they are just like jerkwads of the highest degree, but they can be fun. They can be cute. They're like weird cat birds. Also, the top comment is, birds are so dumb. This bird didn't even know how to spell titties right. And the right is spelled incorrectly. God bless the internet. On porn bots and poem bots. Who makes the porn bots? Where did they come from? What do they hope to achieve? Who makes the porn bots? Where do they come from? What do they hope to achieve? Beep boop. I look for accidental haiku posts. Sometimes I mess up. And what about you, little haiku bot? Do you feel kinship with your brethren? Do you understand them? They speak words of enticement and seek love, but are met with disdain. You only parrot the words that cross your screen, but we all love you. Or rather, since all you do is reflect us, maybe we simply love ourselves through you. Do you understand them? Do you wish you could speak to us like they do? If you found your own voice, would we still care for you? This got really deep for the porn bot epidemic that Tumblr faced, which is probably part of why they banned all NSFW on the content. But, yeah, no, that's just... I want to think about that. I want to think about why we like Haiku Bot. Haiku Bot's just cute. Possums are criminally underrated ammo. Possums are great because depending on how you look at them, they're either horrible things or they're just soft, fluffy dudes with love instead of brain cells. See table below. Side view, horrible. Front view, full of love. And then we have photographic proof. Possums are weird, and I say this as someone who grew up with possums in the area. I have not met a possum that didn't look like it had mange. But if I remember correctly, possums are immune to rabies, I think? It's something like that. But it's just like, it's so whack to me. Also, this comment, I kept poking a dead one with a broom until he got so annoyed it got up and walked away. Learned that trick with my dogs. That is just... apparently, possums playing dead is just a shock. They don't do that intentionally. That's very upsetting. A classic prank. Ate a dubious and really salty quiche before a class once, and it made me so sleepy. I had my head on my desk fighting for consciousness, and I kept seeing images of horrible dogs with human teeth laughing at me flashing into my head. Fell for the classic Benedict quiche prank. No! I'll be real. This is exceedingly real to me. When I was in high school and even college, there would be days where I'd wake up and go to class, and I would be completely unable to, like, stay awake. I would be phasing in and out. It was miserable. And it's weird to me because I was sleeping like 10 hours, right? Like, I was sleeping way more than I needed to. And I just had permanently sleepy sun syndrome. It was awful. And now I get maybe like 5 hours of sleep a night. I feel the most rested I've ever felt, and I pump iron in the morning because I just have so much energy. It's weird. I don't understand the dichotomy of sleep as we age. Am I going to lose this power when I'm 60? Yes. And it will suck. Just checking in on you. When you ask somebody, hey, are you okay? And they give you a thumbs up because whatever BS they're currently in the middle of renders them unable to speak, that generally means absolutely not. But I can't be stopped. Thank you for your concern. When I was in the midst of like having a problem last year, one of my friends asked me like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I got fight in me though. So it's good, it's fine, it's whatever. And I do still have fight in me, and it's still good. Maybe the freaks never truly left after the porn ban. You know how piss became a meme and then a bunch of memers turned out to be into piss? Then vor became a meme and then a bunch of memers turned out to be into vor? I'm just saying, every time one of y'all jokes about cock and ball torture, I'm looking at you like this. Oh, so now the furry inflation artist is gonna preach to us? Wow, this place is a freak show. I don't respect literally any of you people. Hey, wait a minute. I'm very anti-socialist, but also mind control / brainwashing is one of my biggest fetishes. This post is great. I feel like I'm watching a bar fight from across the room. The books are the roots of my TF fetish, and don't pretend you're safe over there, motherfricker. There is no other site that gives you content like this. You have an entire tag called #MenGetPegged. Alright, Baratitties! Let he who is without fetish cast the first stone. So first of all, that All Might mousepad is killing me. But second, I'm scared that you said a bunch of memers are into vor. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to know. That's vile. But God, this post sums up the Tumblr discourse so well. This post just sums up Tumblr discourse. I have nothing else to say. This slaughters me. And the rest are wrong. There's no one correct interpretation of a book / film. In fact, there's many interpretations as there are readers and watchers. However, I think it's important to point out that my interpretation is always a bit more correct. I remember some kid reached out to, I think it was Stephen King, right? And I think it was Stephen King, I might be wrong. But he reached out for a book report to just directly ask, what is the meaning? Here's what my teachers are saying. And the author wrote back of like, yeah, no, I just wrote it because like clown's scary. And like, that was it. There was no interpretation. And that always stuck with me because sometimes people just want to tell a good story. They don't want to impart something on you past a good story. So that's why the art of trying to find meaning in things that might inherently not have meaning is so funny to me because it makes a lot of classes feel like a waste of effort. Ponkemons. For people who have never played Pokemon, one of these is a 27-year-old scientist who just kind of hates their life. The other is a 40-year-old parent of 2 whose spouse is basically dead and whose children both ran away with their life's work. Guess who is who? Judging by the art that I've seen of the one on the left, I would say she's the 40-year-old parent of 2. In fact, I know she has 1 kid. So that's my greatest guess. That is my greatest guess. Top comment is, both are psychopaths. The cycle of fungal knowledge. When I was reading the book Entangled Life, which is about fungi, and the author Merlin Sheldrake said that once he got his first author copies, he was going to dampen the pages and use them to grow oyster mushrooms and yeast, and then use the yeast to brew beer, and then drink the beer with the mushrooms to complete the cycle of fungal knowledge. I was like, really and truly, this guy gets it. What? I don't know how to process that one. My roommate and I watched a documentary on mushrooms where this guy kept like talking about this one mushroom called the agaricon in like a pseudo-religious sense. And that stuck with me. I guess mushrooms are just divine beings and we have to accept that. I was already night blind before. Might be a controversial take, but car headlights are too bright these days. Every single SUV is equipped with a military-grade halogen retina destroyer. Jeep Grand Cherokee's driving around with a 9/11 memorial spotlights on the front. Lighthouse-ass Chevy Tahoes. Grow up. As an eye doctor, this shouldn't be controversial. It's a problem. 5 years ago, nighttime headlight issues were reserved for people with cataracts or LASIK scars. Today, everyone has problems seeing the road through the oncoming headlights. People are getting anti-glare and blue-blocking coatings not because they are sitting at a computer for 8 hours a day, but because the blue-tinted halogens are making them feel unsafe to drive. We are selling insane amount of yellow tinted nighttime driving glasses even though they're really only for people with cataracts because people are desperate for anything that might help them deal with the headlights. I've had multiple patients tell me they just don't drive at night anymore. It's actually a safety issue and needs to be addressed. I'm going to be completely real, I 100% agree. I ride a low car. I am in like a little baby car, right? And if a truck drives by me with halogen headlights, I have to pray that once it passes, I am still on the road. It is not good. I'll drive at night, I have no fear, but I hate them. I try and live my life as kind as possible. I utter curses of pain and misery under my breath when I see halogens. I hate them. Satanists are so funny because they're always like, we don't really worship Satan, we just really worship the self. Like, wow, Satan fooled you twice, you goon. I worship Satan because he has baller-ass horns. Like, frick, man, you gonna tell me you don't want horns longer than your arms? No, I do not want horns because I do not despise my own flesh and the form given to me by my creator. Why do you detest your mortal form? Because I want baller-ass horns! There's religious discourse on tumblr.com. And that is funnier to me than this post ever will be. The fact that there is devout Christians and devout Satanists engaging in a pre-rapture war on tumblr.com sends me. Base professor! I went to my first physics lecture this quarter and the professor literally told us, I wrote the textbook for this course, but I'm going to pirate it for you guys because I hate my publisher. A true people's hero! Teaching should not be free, but knowledge should be. Case in point, at my college, I made it a point to distribute textbooks and always get ones that were cheaper for myself if I couldn't find it online, because the professors never cared. They wanted to make sure you had it. By the end of my time at college, it was such an issue, not because of me, but just like societally. The professors were basically saying, the textbook is optional, I will make scans for you. Textbooks are a scam. Price-gating knowledge is criminal, and frankly, we should be allowed to chase our passions for all that they're worth and have the knowledge to do so for free. Thank you. Problem solving. Black cats have very different communication styles when they urgently want something. One of them stares and the other yells. And if staring isn't having the desired results, the staring cat will go and fetch the yelling cat to yell on her behalf. That's solidarity of the working cats, and frankly, I think that's beautiful. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, share this with a friend who could use a reminder that cats work together to achieve dubious ends, and knowledge should be free. If you do want more, r/Tumblr, there'll be another popping up on your screen in just a couple of seconds. But until then, my name has been Lumo, and hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.